technology ain't going nowhere. You just gotta have to find another way. These little goals that I'm doing weekly, monthly, and for 2024 is preparing for the long-term goal.
And learning through our past mistakes that if something doesn't work or is not producing results, we won't say immediately because some things take time, but if given it enough time, then just learn to move on to the next so that life progresses. It's not staggering or, you know, you're moving back.
You always forecast it, because I always use an example of Blockbuster. Blockbuster is a good example because we don't want to be Blockbuster. If we stop forecasting, we start iterating, we stop learning, we start growing, then guess what? We're gonna go out of business. We're gonna lose money.
Let's chill. Hello, bonjour, hola, sani bonani,
Namaste. Yes, what up, Chaplin Chillers? Yes, to another empowerment episode of Chilling with the Chaplins. I hope you're feeling good. I know I'm feeling good. What about you? Are you feeling good?
No. But I'm here.
But my wife is here. Yes, so we just fourth quarter is here.
I think that's why I'm not feeling good. When did October come again? Like, just like that. October is here. The last quarter of the year. So yeah, things are about to get real. We want to finish this year strong,
yes,
and get to 2024 even stronger. So yes, you know, it's a time to reflect on the last 3 quarters. What have you achieved, and what is you can achieve in this last quarter, because you still have time. You know, it doesn't mean that because we're in October, then that's the end. We still have time. 3 more months.
3 more months.
You know, that's enough to turn things around for yourself. Yes, the economic landscape has been unpredictable for this last year, really. But what can we do to change things around? And I think in this episode, we really want to look at some strategies and insight that we can use to make sure that we get into 2024 stronger, better, brighter, you know, and with greater potential.
Yeah, because it's as well as, you know, because it's all about being proactive and not reactive when we come into 2024, because, you know, like I said, now you're still implementing 2023 strategies and goals and things that you have and that you had set up for last year. And now we need to start thinking about 2024 so that when 2024 comes, we hit the ground running. You know, we don't want to start in 2024 to start setting up strategy, but we need to start like right now, fourth quarter. Some do it, you know, in the beginning in third quarter, but definitely fourth quarter. You want to start preparing and start thinking through some tactics, some strategies that you're going to start implementing in 2024.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the question is, are you recession proof? Because recession is there. It's just people are not just saying it, but hey, we're living through it right now. So are we ready for 2024? Are we recession proof? Are we, you know, financially ready to jump into this brand new year? And if your answer is yes, then kudos on you. But I'm sure you can still learn a thing or two from this video. If your answer is no, then we say this video is for you.
Yes.
We're gonna look at a few strategies that has a potential of opening up your eyes and seeing this brand new year coming in a different way. But before we jump into that, we just want to remind you, if you have not subscribed to our channel, we ask that you do that right now.
Okay.
Touching that button. Thank you for touching that like button before we even get into our conversation. And thank you for sharing this video.
Sharing, yes.
Yes, and putting a comment in the comment section, whatever that your thoughts are, go ahead and share. All right, so let's prepare for financial stability. So where do we start?
Yeah, we start by setting clear financial goals.
Right.
You know, determine specific milestones for the year. You know, weekly milestones, quarterly, monthly. Yeah, you know. So what's what's your goals for 2024? These are things that you want to start preparing, because we always talk about we don't believe in resolution, but we believe in setting clear goals, clear financial goals. And so whatever you want to achieve in 2024 and beyond, you have to start now. Start now. Don't wait. We all about being proactive. A lot of times, we always be proactive. And then what happens if we be proactive because we wasn't prepared, because we didn't set the clear goals? We like a rat. We running around like going crazy because we don't know what to do next. So it's very important that we set clear financial milestones of what we want to accomplish weekly, monthly, quarterly, and in 2024.
Yeah, and while you do that, when you set the goals, I think it's advisable to also look out for potential obstacles. Because there will be unforeseen things that will come your way, and just devise strategies to how to navigate these obstacles, because you don't want surprises.
Yes.
Of course, some of the obstacles you all know. I'll make an example. Who knew that last week it was going to flood in New York City?
In New York City, New Jersey, yeah.
Nobody did, but it definitely hindered some people going to work, coming back from home. Businesses that were shut down or flooded. And but if somebody had planned that some unforeseen natural disaster could happen, then that's when the plan kicks in. So we're not saying that you can foresee everything, but we're saying leave room for mishaps. For things that might just happen that you have not planned
for. Because guess what? If it don't happen, guess what? That means you just have the plan, Yeah. So, but at least you have it. So it might happen. Like, let's say you have a financial goal, and let's say you're saving money for something, or we like to say let's say we save money for taxes. And what happens if we don't have to use all that money for taxes? That means we got extra money to do more investments. Right. So that's why you have these goals. And then another thing, after you have the specific goals, you review them. Make adjustments if necessary. From time to time, you review your goals. You see if you're on track, to see if you have to make changes. And so you're all about rinse and repeat. It's all about reviewing them, making adjustments if need to be, because you never know when that crisis is going to come. If it comes, it might come at you or it might not, but you want to be prepared, and you want to make sure you're on par to reaching your goals. Because I know I have some goals in 2024. I have goals when I turn 60. I know what I want to do when I turn 60. And so these little goals,
those are called long-term
goals. Yes. These little goals that I'm doing weekly, monthly, and for 2024 is preparing for the long-term goal. And so every now and then you review, okay, what do I have to do today? What do I need to change? Because if it's not working, you got to make adjustments.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that will help us actually get into 2024 stronger is diversifying our income streams. I think we've made that mistake as well.
Yeah.
Where yes, we've tried to have multiple income streams, but some were not doing very well, but we still stuck it in there.
I think too long.
For too long. And that put us in a bit of a jam, if you could put it that way. So I'm learning through our past mistakes that if something doesn't work or is not producing results, we won't say immediately, because some things take time, but you've given it enough time, then just learn to move on to the next, so that life progresses. It's not staggering or you're moving backwards. So explore multiple streams of income, see how else you can make money, because right now we always say it's not the time to have a single stream of income. It is just not. It will mess you up. Yeah,
it will mess you up. So you want to definitely have multiple stream of income. And we always throw out real estate. We always throw about stocks. But a lot of times, we forget that sometimes stocks and real estate takes time.
And
and it takes money. So we all about investing smart but low overhead. Low overhead. Being to invest in something where it don't cost you as much to get in. It's not as much skin in the game. It's some skin in the game, but it's not as much like stocks or real estate. Stocks and real estate, and stock playing. it's a lot more skin in the game to get into. But places like online e-com stores where it's not that much overhead. Another thing is like courses and things like that, even like tech and whatever. So these different things of diversifying your income is ways that you should get in. Finding something that's low overhead that you can get in where it don't cost you as much. It won't break the bank. It won't break the.
Burn your pocket.
It won't burn your pocket.
So I mean, as much as you're saying that, also just staying informed, of what's happening out there, because there's always something new that's coming up. And I'm not saying this to say jump every time something new comes up. No, but I'm saying, we got to learn also to pivot.
Yes.
And not just be stuck in our old ways. If tech is the way to go now, then pivot whatever that you're doing towards tech, because that could be what's happening. And if you watch our last week's Friday video, you'll see that there's even, robots, AI that's actually cleaning bathrooms, which means even people who are doing jobs as little housekeeping and cleaning are going to be losing jobs. So it's things like that you have to really open up your mind and your eyes and say, hey, what other ways can I become a better person or do better in this regard? Yeah,
because it's very important that we stay informed, because by staying informed, it allows us to be able to adapt and, like you said, transition or pivot to different industries that's popular at that time. Because the thing is, you also want to be informed as well, because you don't want to be the last leg to get into it. Because if you're the last leg to get in, that means the wrong time. You miss your season and you wait for the next thing. So it's about being informed and jumping in not when it's hot, but before it get hot, so that way when it's hot, you make your money, you get out. Just like a stock play. If you invested in stock, and they say if you get it and when everybody's talking about it, you're late. It's not the right time to invest in stock, because that means it's on its way down. And so the same thing, you want to stay informed so that you get in right before it take off, so that you're in position to make the most of the money. And so how do you stay informed? You stay informed by attending workshops. You stay informed by going to masterminds, by going to book clubs, by lunch, different webinars and different strategies. This is how you stay informed, doing think tank and taking courses and mentorship programs. This is how you stay informed. And we offer a 6-month mentorship boot camp to help inspire entrepreneurs who want to scale their business, who want to have a sustainable business, and want to stay informed with their market, with their industry. Why? Because you're going to learn different strategies, you learn different things about your business and how to structure, form the business, and then you're able to have a community where we're able to learn from each other. So this is how staying informed, going to workshop, taking courses, having a mentorship and coaches will never steer you wrong. You should always have a coach in your mentorship in your back pocket. But courses, but also and also like, because tech is a hot thing, definitely I say consider tech. That's one course or one industry you should start learning. I think mostly everyone should be in tech.
Yeah. And when you do that, it means you're adapting, into a future
focused mindset.
Right. And so it's so important that you like I said before, you become flexible. You become willing to pivot a bit and be updated on what's happening around you. Not just focusing on what was, but focusing on what can be or what's happening. So staying informed in terms of technological changes that's happening, social political trends that are happening, because guess what? They matter in your decision making.
Yeah, I agree. And having that future focused mindset of staying updated, staying informed, all that kind of thing, it helps us because mindset does play a big role. I've read something in the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and about mindset, how the poor mindset look at money and how the rich were looking at money. That little, it was one word that changed the whole trajectory. The rich man say, I can't afford it. But the poor said, I can't afford it, and the rich said, you know what? How can I afford it? And so and then having this future focused mindset is thinking about how can I do the job? How can I afford it? How can I get this done?
And I want to say, if you want to be part of a book club that we will be doing, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I mean, I think everybody needs to read this book in their lifetime.
Yes, everyone.
Not once, not twice, but multiple times. Because you might say, "Oh, I've read that book." Just like me, I read it like probably more than 10 years ago now. But when the book club came up, I was like, this is another opportunity to renew my mind, because I have grown in these past 10 years, 20, 15 years. And, this book could do me good. So if you want to be part of the book club, do check out the description box below. We are going to be doing a book club in the community. So we look forward
to and starting this opportunity in the community. Definitely, it does start tomorrow. It will start tomorrow. So definitely, if you're interested in joining the book club, the Rich Dad Poor Dad book club, inside the next opportunity in the community, where we're able to come together, learn, and grow from one another, so that we can see these different strategies and then be able to begin to implementing in these, because basically, like you said, you read it 10 years ago, but just like a refreshing course, a refreshing phase, because you grew and you probably like, oh wow, you know what? And then another thing too, you read it by yourself. So imagine now you got multiple people inside the same room going over the same books, and now you bringing your ideas to that book club, and the next person bring their ideas, and now you have a bigger idea.
And when I read it, I've always been entrepreneur. I've always had an entrepreneur mindset, but of course it has grown now to what it was before. So I think reading it now, I'll have a different perspective of what the book is about.
What the book is about.
So I would recommend anyone to come join us in doing that.
Yeah, because like I said, because it's like future forecasting.
Yeah.
It's future forecasting when you join book clubs, and when you get into webinars, and when you join the lunch and learns, and we offer this inside the community. Webinars, lunch and learn, masterminds, book clubs. It's inside the community because we want to forecast. We want to be proactive instead of reactive. We always say prevention is better than cure, and so we want to begin to forecast of what's 6 months, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Always forecasting, because I always use an example of Blockbuster. Blockbuster is a good example because we don't want to be Blockbuster. If we stop forecasting, we start innovating, we stop learning, we start growing, then guess what? We're gonna go out of business. We're gonna lose money. And what happened was, the poor guy, and Rich Dad Poor man, the poor, his philosophy, he died a broke man. But the one with the rich guy, he died leaving millions of dollars to his family and to charity. So yeah, definitely we want to always be forecasting.
Yeah, and I think doing that in forecasting, it's easier, or it makes it easier when you build strong networks. So your question is, but how do I do that? Well, thank you that you asked, because one of the things was what LJ just explained, is being part of a progressive community with people who have the same mindset, who are moving towards a similar direction as you are. So prioritize looking for a network, a great community, because you will benefit a lot from that. But also I find people being part of communities but not participating in them. So I encourage you to fully participate.
Yes, don't just be a part of it. Definitely participate, because your growth is dependent on you, and what you put in is definitely going to get out. So you definitely got to participate. And we're not saying that. We're saying find a network, find a community that fits your flow, that fits your style. We're not saying, because maybe next opportunity window isn't for you, but definitely find a community.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not. But if it's not, if you're that individual, like, you gotta get into the community.
Yeah, and another other ways is attend workshops, attend networking, events. And when you get there, make sure that you network.
Make sure you network. Yes.
In the corner and thinking, because
she's calling me out right now.
And it's a network. No, the whole point is getting out there and meeting people. Even if it just means to go to 3-4 people, one is not enough. And saying, hey, my name is Cesar Chaplin. I'm an author, a content creator, whatever, health representative, alopecia advocate, whatever. Nice to meet you. Who are you? Already I've given them my business card by just me saying that. I don't need to take it out because it's going to end up in the trash. But the fact that I went in and I made that initial hello, my name is, makes a huge difference because, then they will always remember you because not everybody will be as bold as that to go and say, hey, my name is this and this and this. So who are you and what do you do?
That's good.
With a nice smile.
That's good.
So in that way, you're creating a connection because connections are so important. And then, now you know what they do. And, okay. I think that's how we also got our last photograph for our last photo shoot. I went in to minister and I was sitting with a panel of other ladies who are going to minister. The lady that I was sitting next to presented her business card, as we're introducing ourselves. My name is this and this and this. I also do photography in part-time. I'm actually looking for a photographer. See, she created a connection in that way. So you never know who you're meeting, who might be looking for something that you have to offer.
Yeah.
That's how networking helps. And now you've created a connection, which could potentially be a business partner.
Yes, I would say your network is your net worth.
Right.
So definitely want to start building connections. I'm learning that, like I said, it's tough for me. It is hard for me being, but I'm growing. Yes. No. Yes. Think of mindset. No. Like okay.
We cannot still be saying it's hard for me.
No.
When you
can I say it was hard for me?
No, but we don't have to keep going back to the past. We are heading to.
But
what are we?
I should say for those individuals who was like me, who was who is an introvert, because you got some people that's still struggling as an introvert. I'm not saying I'm struggling because I'm still learning and I'm still developing, still growing. But for those individuals, that is tough because I know I used to be like that, and I'm coming out of it and I'm finding ways. How can I do better in networking? So definitely because, you gotta understand, you don't justify, I'm an introvert, this is just who I am. No, this is not who you are. You can change it because you want to network with people. You want to build relationships. You want to fellowship with other people because you never know that one connection could bring you could open up door for you. It could bring you in the door. It could make room for you. And so definitely you want to build strong relationships.
So the whole point is that get your butt out and meet people.
Yes.
And that's how, because even people who are looking for partners, for life partners, you're not gonna get one behind the closed doors.
Yes.
You're gonna get out there and meet people because that's how you get to, to meet people by being out there and not being indoors. So yeah, do social things that are out there. There's always even in winter as we move into winter, there's always events though that are winter based.
Virtual events,
right.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of events that we offer, most of it is virtual.
Yeah, not even virtual. I mean, right now with COVID being hush, you can still be out there and interact with people. So yeah. So I think we want to mention lastly, embracing
technological advancements.
That is so important.
It's so important.
Because technology is taking over the world.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, technology, I've been obsessed lately, and I think my algorithmic has seen that. With these new cars that they're
flying.
some flying cars out there, some like really, really cool cars. Like Mercedes has a couple of cars that they put out there. Audi has these are like
yeah. I seen the Audi one.
And so it's just so, like cars that you've seen in movies that are in 2050 something movies. Movies that forecast. And you're like, in 2024, they're already making these cars. I'm telling you, because technology is advancing in such a rapid rate.
Rapid rate.
Whoever thought that in 2024 would have a flying car? Yes, there's a flying car out there. Whoever thought? My God. So we got to really be ready, or else we're gonna be like Blockbuster. And just be
diminished.
And everybody will forget about it.
Out of sight, out of mind. So definitely.
So stay updated in all these emerging technologies so that your impact is felt as well.
Yeah. Because like I said, I know, like you got the strike for the writers or whatever. But you know what? Technology ain't going nowhere. You just gotta have to find another when. The streaming service came along, when the music industry, they had to make adjustments. They had to pivot. Back then,
So even the writers, they have to think of
a way.
Because whether they go on strike for a whole year like they did this year, it won't change.
It won't change. Yes, here to stay.
And it has been such a wonderful
tool
for some of us.
Yes.
So
and because the writers, they got a huge benefit because they already know how to write. So they would just AI would just make them so much better. Yeah, so much better. But here's the thing, but they have to learn. I get it. I'm for the strike because you want to protect some of your things. You don't want them to use your image and likeness and not benefit from it. So I get it. You want some benefit. Don't just use my image and likeness or my content or my
And also, we want their jobs, to be protected. We don't want them to lose jobs.
Yeah.
Because that's their chosen career.
Yeah.
And who would have known that in 2024 would be where we are? So but at the same time, I'm sure with everything that's been happening, they've been thinking of other ways.
Yes,
they've been out of the job.
Maybe you never know.
I'm sure they will. Because most writers are creative.
Yeah, they are creators. Yes, writers is creative. They definitely creative. Writers are creative. When you can write something for like a 500-word paper in like 5 minutes, it's a gift. That's a gift. But just like the music, you got to think about it, just like the music industry had to pivot. Writers now, because of AI, have to pivot. You're gonna have to find other ways how you can monetize your content because AI is here. So that's the thing.
But you'll find some people say, "But I'm too old to pivot." Well, there's courses out there that will help you.
Yeah.
To learn new trades, to learn new tricks, to learn the technology.
Yeah.
I had an interview the other day. Oh my God! And that computer kicked my butt. And I was like, I'm not gonna let this fail. I'm gonna find out what happened. My camera just didn't want to go on. And I ended up having a blind interview. Yeah, I know. And, that interview had to go on. But, oh my God. So I went back and I checked so that if ever I have another interview and they use the same app, I know I'm on top of things. I checked it. I'm like, okay, I was supposed to do this. So...
You found out?
Of course I did. The absolute next day.
Okay.
Yeah, I sure did. And so... Now I know. I've learned something, and that was a lesson learned for me, So our mistakes will teach us to do better.
Do better, and that's what it's about. Our mistakes will teach you to do better. If you made a mistake, now you're like, okay, you know what not to do. Just like...
I hope it didn't make me lose my potential to be hired. By
yeah, you never know. If it's for you, it's for you. Right. Whatever God has for you, is for you, and I believe it's yours because we forecast in the future that position is already yours, and because the favor of God is on your life. So, amen. So, but definitely we're talking about investing in technological investments, and even like with the 6-month mentorship boot camp, even in one of the lessons, we're gonna really dig into how to use ChatGPT. You know, because you have to. I'm gonna show you how to use and implement it inside your business. You know, so that it will be a part of your business. It just won't be. It'll be a part of everything that you do for your business. Absolutely. So definitely stay invested in new technology, new software, you know, they got the new Apple 15 phone. We know that, but you know what? Some people are like, I'm not getting it because they didn't do too much innovation. Some people are, but I feel like if you got the 14 or 13, you probably don't need to get a 15 because it does the same thing. It does the same thing.
So anyways, on that note, we want to say thank you for tuning in. That was a great session.
Yes.
Hopefully it changed your mind in some way and you looked at things a little different.
Yes.
And you know, it's always good to pre-plan and not just plan on January the 1st, because most people will do that. They're like, I'm waiting for 1st of January. It's too late.
It's too late. Yes, it's too late. It's too late.
Pre-plan so that you start the year off knowing very well which direction you're
being proactive. Yes, it's all about being proactive.
All right. So on that note, I just want to say, don't forget not to be our friends on social media.
Yes.
We'd love to be your friends. You can follow me at LadySeason1 on Instagram. I don't really care about threads, to be honest. Instagram, and you can collectively follow us on
TikTok.
Now I care about TikTok. On TikTok, chilling with the Chaplins.
Yes.
Okay, you can follow LJ on.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That's what that's LinkedIn now. I've been posting on LinkedIn now.
Yeah, LinkedIn for all you professionals.
I've been posting on LinkedIn.
Let's connect on LinkedIn.
Yes, on LinkedIn. So definitely LinkedIn, Instagram, and Threads. Those are the 3 platforms besides the community. And that's the opportunity when the community, definitely join the community, you know, where we're able to connect even further and build up, because you get asked you to talk to me. We can go on a virtual room and build relationships there. So definitely those are the 3 things you can connect me. Definitely don't forget about the audio platform. Yeah, listen about those. We thank you for those that are listening, downloading the audio. We ask you to share it. We ask you to leave us a review and rate us. You know, it does help us to continue to grow the channel and subscribe to this channel. Yes, so we thank you. And again, always we evaluating your situation. Always evaluating your situation and stay up to date.
On that note,
we said thank you. If you enjoyed this video, check out the next video we have for you. Deuces. Take care. Peace.